The community day came about from conversations with the local RSLs and housing. The Mythe Valley Homes have been a big part of this. They are the RSL for this area and own quite a bit of the land. It's not council owned, so it provided a great opportunity to work together.
So we were approached to get involved in the Cross-pollination project, and there's been a lot of conversations between partner organisations. We had a wonderful kind of a walkabout across the community. There was lots of representatives from Open University, local councillors, all kind of taking in the atmosphere of the ward and tried to identify some green spaces where we could hold some of the events that have materialised today. And it's been wonderful to see that gone full circle.
By focusing the work as we have done on the positives of the area, it's become apparent that many of the negative kind of feelings they have are just from stereotypes, not from their actual experiences now. It was really wonderful that they could actually build some knowledge from the area that did incorporate positivity, and actually that was part of their own language that was bereft. They just didn't have that word bank.
We work an awful lot with the communities and other community partners, but it's more about listening to the community and listening to what they want in this, rather than us deciding, or agencies and institutions deciding that they know what's best for this area. I'd like to see more co-production, delivering the things that matter to the people of Gurnos. And the best way to do that is to put the people of Gurnos sat around the table from the very beginning and help them to plan their future activities.
London National Park City is all about a greener, healthier and wilder city. So we've got 150 volunteer rangers across the city who work in their local communities, helping to run projects, link communities together and deliver on that vision of kind of a greener, healthier and wilder London. Met up with the Glass House and Open University through one of our rangers who did a previous workshop, Becky. And it seemed like a great opportunity to employ those methods and techniques through our ranger network, both for the volunteers to be able to identify within their local areas collaborations and assets and that side, but also for us to do that with the ranger community to really kind of highlight what assets we have, what experience and skills within the ranger community and how they can support each other.
I learned a lot about other people's projects and what they're getting up to. It allowed me to figure out how I might fit in to those projects and within that network. It made me feel more a part of that network. So I'm about to start helping Plymouth launch a bid to become a national park city. We've been looking at ways to actually initiate that conversation, and I think the methodology of cross-pollination would be a great place to start.
So hopefully we'll have the rangers as a bit of a starting point. So some of them will go back to their local communities and employ some of the cross-pollination techniques and really bring together some of their groups. When I'm talking about groups, that's both like Becky did with the ecology groups, but it'd be really nice to see it happening in local areas across the sectors. And that's something which can sometimes be missed within our groups, I think, is working with the local authorities, with other organisations and businesses, and using the mapping and cross-pollination techniques there on a local level.
The cross-pollination method held appeal because in this area we have lots of people working in silos, people that maybe don't have an opportunity to see each other on a day-to-day basis in their work. So by bringing together groups from all parts of the city to see what sort of services they offer in the Gilmerton-Liberton area and how maybe they could support one another, work together and augment the offer to local people.
What I liked about it, basically we were asked to leave our own agendas at the door, leave our own groups at the door and just come and have a conversation.
There are so many challenges that my team face, but I feel I've heard about so many strengths and assets that I feel really motivated and enthused again to try and engage with all these assets and find out what we can do to support people in our communities.
Well, I do think in the southeast Edinburgh locality there is an opportunity for its voice to be heard. It's been very quiet for some time now, so I do hope people take away the thoughts to make their voices heard from within the southeast. The event hopefully is galvanising, making people go away to think about all of that, and if there's a return event to follow this up, then hopefully there's some good leadership comes from that.